Okay, we're here to create a 3D optical illusion. We are drawing with straight lines. As you see all of the straight lines that we have, we will not draw any curved lines, any bends. We're only going to do straight lines. And so this is an optical illusion. And an optical illusion is something that can be debated whether or not it is really there. So if we're drawing just with straight lines, we're going to try to figure out why we will see curved lines when we're done. So in the instructions that you were given, when you start off with a line, it's close and then it opens up and it touches another line. That is an elongated triangle, even though this is not really as straight as I would like for it to be. That is basically a straight line. When you finish that, you're going to come from the closed end and you're going to come up, open up, open up until you stop at the other end. Never an open-ended line. You're never going to draw a line and this turns a corner and there's a space there. It's always going to touch another line. When it touches that other line, then you're going to continue to go in that same direction. You're going to start off closed. You're going to open. That one's a little bit wider than I want it to be, but it's going to stop when you see another line. Then you're going to start it again, closed to open. Elongated triangle. Now you have two. Closed and gradually open. Now if you feel like you need to use a ruler, you can use a ruler and do the same thing. Okay, and you can hold it there and have closed lines and open lines. All right, and you can draw them, but I like to use my free hand. So I like to watch my line create. So it's closed, then it opens up. You only want it to open up a little bit because the closer together they are, the more of an optical illusion you'll see. Okay. So as you see, I'm drawing straight lines, but my lines are crooked, okay? So it doesn't matter that you're not perfect. Okay, it's got to touch. It's got to touch. Starts close and it opens up. And as you get smaller, you're probably going to get better at your lines. And you see the triangle gets smaller, the space on the inside gets smaller, and it turns, it kind of shifts. But we have not drawn any curved lines, they're all straight. Okay, so you keep doing this, and you don't rush it and start to make them bigger spaces. The bigger the spaces, the less the optical illusion. The smaller the spaces, the better the optical illusion. So you take your time, even though the space gets small, until you come to closed area. Now, do you see the curve? And do you see this curve? And that curve, that is the illusion, because I really didn't make a curved line, not purposely, not all at one time. It's just that when we changed different directions, the point of contact created a curve. Okay, so we'll do the same thing on this side. So on this side, I'm going to start and draw. Line is wiggly, but I'm just going to make sure that it eventually gets here and it's large at this side, it's wide, and then it's closed. Okay, now it always has to start closed, then it widens. Okay, the same thing here. It's going to be closed. Open it up. If, like I said, if you want to use a ruler, you can. Closed. Open up. Closed. And I put this on a clipboard, so the clip is kind of in my way on one side, but that's okay. Oops, I see that didn't close up. It's always supposed to close on that side. Start closed. Okay, follows. Okay, so we're going to go all the way around here. And if you notice, as it closes up the area on the inside, you start to see the illusion. Okay, I'm getting really messy. But I'm just trying to give you an idea of how it's supposed to go. I looked at your work last night, and some of you were having a really hard time, and some of you did a great job. But I want everybody to get the concept. Once you get the concept, then you can fill your whole paper this way. All right, so there goes the optical illusion. So now, once we did those two, it looks like one section. And as you do the others, they're going to join together and look like an optical illusion together. So now I do want to talk to you about coloring. We're going to put that into this lesson as well. When you color, I want you to color and just be creative with your colors. I want to color this section as one. And I think I want to do an ombre. So I'm going to blend the colors and they're going to change. If I start at one area, and because you use the bold black marker, okay, it's going to hold your separate areas, and some areas look like they have more color than others. Okay, so I'm going to start with the red right there. And then I think I'm going to do an orange. And this is just a suggestion, guys. You can color it however you want to, but there are some very creative ways to color. So I know if I use orange right next to red, they're next to each other on a color wheel, and I just come up lightly. I start darker, and I blend the red and the orange together so you can't tell where one started and the other finished. They just blend. And as it comes out, I'm going to add a new color. And I'm just going to put this light because it's going to share with another color. And that color is going to be a yellow. Okay. Well, this is even a lighter orange, but it's going to get yellow. That's going to be my last color for this space. So I want you guys to experiment with your colors, have fun. I could do two totally different colors like purple and yellow and spread them out, and the purple can be really deep on the inside. And anything that's going to come where the close areas are, the darker places, is going to look like a richer or darker color. And I want this to look like it's illuminating. So I'm getting starting with red, coming through orange, and then yellow. Okay. I'm just mixing them together. I'm kind of rushing because I don't want to take a lot of your time. But now I'm going to take a lighter yellow and come. And if I really want to soften it, I could put some white at the top. So I'm going right on top of my black marker lines. And if that bothers you when you get done and you see the color go on top of them and it kind of waters them down a little bit, then you can always go over your marker lines because colored pencil will not ruin that. Okay, so when we come back to the next class, I'll show you what it looks like all finished. And I'm going to finish all of these sections and I'm going to color them. But what I want you guys to do today is I want you to color your creations. And if you did not do it correctly, you have a chance to do that and color them and still upload it. Okay, just like that.